Hello Facebook ads people, I'm Konstantinos, and today we're going to talk about higher budget campaigns and how you can scale with them. A lot of times in my videos and podcasts you will see me talking about higher structure companies and scaling with them. But today is the day that we're going to just explain everything and how it's being done. We're going to go into my PC, show you one example, because a lot of times people tend to have a comfort zone when it comes to the budget of the campaigns, and they never scale because of that, and for many other reasons like not watching the average results, not doing multiple campaigns and all of that. But today we're going to say that you're like me.
Imitation is the most sincere form of flattery.
You like to work with multiple campaigns, you understand the concept of working with average results, which are topics that we have discussed a lot in other videos, and they're also going to be found inside my course, where everything is going to be in detail over there for you to see. So today, higher structure. Higher structure means that a lot of times I see people, especially for the people that I teach, I do understand now more patterns about the fear and all of that about Facebook ads. And one of the fear is the comfort zone of the budget. So when I meet people, they have a comfort zone budget campaign or a campaign which they have found that is working because of the one variable rule as we discuss here on the channel, and they are testing their new creatives with something that is working. But if you want to keep scaling, you need to get out of your comfort zone and try higher structures, which means bigger budget campaigns. Let me tell you why. If you want to spend 1K per day and you're doing it with $100 campaigns, you're going to need 10 campaigns. But if you manage to find a higher structure, something which is working and you are comfortable on working with it and optimize it, like 250 for example, you're going to just have 4 campaigns. And this is completely different from you having 10 campaigns. So it's not only a matter of comfort zone, but it's also a matter of actually being able to scale more. And a lot of times I see people that they just try to do it. They do, for example, 250 or 200 for a day, but immediately they go and they decrease the budget the next day to 100, which is what? Their comfort zone. My question to them always is, if it was a $100 campaign, were you going to lower it to 50 just because you feel like it's not optimizing really well? Most of the times the answer is no. So the most important thing when you are scaling, one of the most important things, because as we said, it's working with multiple campaigns, understanding the daily loop theory, doing also cost caps and all of these kind of things that you have to do to scale. But one of the things which is important, except also from the average results and watching the average results, is working with higher budget campaigns. And when you see me showing you other accounts that are spending 500K, 1 million per month, these are campaigns that they're not starting from 100 and I'm scaling. I'm starting immediately from higher budgets like 500, 1K, 2K, 3K, 5K sometimes in some other accounts that they're spending millions per month initially as my initial budget in the campaign. But this is something that doesn't make me feel exposed or being afraid of it, because I'm used to it. Now, the big part of this lesson today is that you need to get used to higher budgets if you want to scale. And let's go into my PC. Let me show you an example of how I'm scaling now, testing higher structures in another account so that you can understand it and you can play with it. Hi guys, I would like to interrupt this video in order to talk to you about my Facebook ads course. It took me 6 months of video editing everything and 3 months of video shooting. And because of that, I have created the best Facebook ad course in the world. Inside, you're going to find super advanced information, but information also for beginners. It takes you by the hand in order to teach you how to do Facebook ads from the beginner level to super advanced level. It has inside Loom videos from cost caps, speed caps, Loom videos from CBO, ASC optimization. It has chosen 5 sessions, inner circle sessions, and it has a lot of theory with whiteboard, also strategies that are working all of these years, things that I have developed, things that I know that are working because I have spent millions and millions on the platform. Currently, I'm spending between 5 and 10 million every month, sometimes it's even more, across 30 accounts, and I have access to many more. So I know what is currently working and all the latest trends, and this is what I'm doing inside the course. I'm showing you live ad accounts with real spend and what is working right now. And if you want, you can click the link below, you can go and you can check some videos that I have open free for you so that you can check if you like the course or not and decide if you want to buy it or not. I will see you there. So we're in this account that I'm trying to scale, and I would like to show you something. So over here, for example, we're having, let's go here. This is a campaign of 200, okay? And by the way, on this other account with 2 ROAS plus, we are happy, okay? And this is what I'm trying to achieve. Now, as you can see here, I'm working with average results. I'm trying to have 2 ROAS plus, and I'm working now with some higher structure campaigns. If you see below here, you will see that this is a 400 campaign that I'm starting. Let's see, what is this one? This is a 100. This is cost caps, we don't care about it. Okay, this is a 300, for example. So I'm trying to work with 100, 200, 300, 400. And as you can see here, I'm getting the message is that it's not something crazy, you know. I have established a $200 campaign. Let's say this one, for example. This is a $400 campaign with 2.2, which means that basically my structure is the same. I'm having 10 ads. The only thing that is changing is that I'm trying to get more sales per day in or more aggressive dominant ads and all of that. As you can see here, it's working pretty well. So this is something that you need to experiment again and again. Same structure. If you have, for example, an ASC with 10 ads working, perfect. Instead of doing 200 budget, do 400 budget. And then when you establish this, start doing 1,000, 500, 600, whatever, you know, in order for you to try to do it. Remember, spending 3K per day can be 4 campaigns, not 4, 6 campaigns of 500, or it can be 30 campaigns of 100. As you can understand, it's never going to happen like this. So the other accounts that are spending more, they're having higher budget campaigns. So if we see over here, for example, in this one, nothing is going to change drastically except from your fear. If you are afraid and you start treating these campaigns in another way, then you're going to have a problem. For example, this is a $100 campaign. There's nothing to discuss here. Let me see another one. For example, this one. This is a $200 campaign, okay? So if you are experienced with the 100, most of the people here, what they would do is that they would try not to optimize like this. They would try to lower immediately to 100, for example, okay? Or if you're running a 400, or if you're running a 200 campaign and you run a 400 like this, maybe some people were going to be afraid, and instead of just trying to optimize it in the way that I do, they would try to get the 400 to the 200 immediately. Start working in your ad accounts with high structure campaigns and understand that without them you cannot scale. This is one ad account where I'm doing it. I'm working with different budgets in order for me to get familiarized of how the ad account is behaving and try to see how I'm going to treat it. And let me show you also another ad account. So this is a big ad account, just to prove my point. In this big ad account, inside the campaigns, these campaigns are not going to have 200 or 400. They're going to be 2K per day, 3K, 4K, 5K in each one of the campaigns, 10K. Okay, in order for you to spend a lot of money like this, we wouldn't be able, of course we work with multiple campaigns, but we wouldn't be able to do so if we were just going to spend 200 or 300 or 400. So the more you're scaling, the more you're using higher budgets, but you need to get familiarized with them and you need to start, they need to become your comfort zone, in other words, okay? That's all I want to show you so that you can have it visual and start experimenting with it. It's very important, guys. It's very important to just start doing this in order for you to get outside of your comfort zone and start working with higher budgets. This is going to help you immensely, because starting with a higher budget, it means that you are starting with a CBO or with an ASE, which is going to start spending since day one to the really dominant ad, the budget that it thinks that it has to be spent. So it's very important to establish these kind of campaigns immediately, and you're going to see that this is going to help you scale much more from you increasing budgets and ruining campaigns a lot of times. That's all. I will see you for the closing of the video. I know that it's very difficult. I know that it's going to take time for you to really make this your comfort zone, the new budget. I know that I have taught you with optimization how to lower budgets and be safe, and a lot of times this is something that people use all the time in order to go back to their comfort zone budget. But this is a wake-up call today. Are you doing it? Admit it, first of all. Yes, I like to work with $100 campaign budget because it's easier for me to optimize. I'm not afraid to leave it another extra day or two. I'm doing this and that. can I start working with 200 and 300? This is the very big milestone that you're going to achieve into your effort of scaling your ad account. And when you do it to the other one, to the other one, to the other one, I'm not saying that I'm not afraid some budgets. Maybe my soft spot is 20K per campaign, for example, in one campaign. But even if you think of it, when I'm doing 20K, that means that this ad account is spending millions. So there are other 20K campaigns that they can actually be there and they can actually correct my mistake. The whole point is that the first or the second time that you're going to do it, you might feel a little bit exposed because the other campaigns are 100 and you need more than 1 or 2 campaigns to recover a mistake on a new campaign which is going to have $400 budget, for example. Just work with it, just try to understand it, and just always ask questions to yourself. Would I treat this campaign which is 400 the same way if it was 100? Would I lower the budget? Would I close this? Am I afraid? All of these are things that you need to start asking to yourself if you want to start working with higher budget campaigns and eventually scale. So this concept and many other concepts, advanced and even more advanced and even more advanced, are things that you're going to be able to find inside my course. You're going to be able to see over there live ad accounts and how I'm implementing strategies, advanced and not advanced strategies, of course. You're going to be able to see how we are scaling. There's a whole chapter about scaling. And don't forget also that I do have my mentorship programs where we can meet one-on-one, work on your ad account, and you can see below all the testimonials from the people that they have completed it. There are links in the description for both my lesson and my mentorship programs. And until we meet again, guys, be creative and be consistent.